I guess he has pure. That's true.
Who's buying BKB on that team? Like Spirit Breaker at 50 minutes and Legion is a third item. Mason down.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's where it gets dangerous. Got a third one. They're going for this. They're going for this. There's 3. There's 4. There's a Firefly. You know what does Mason do? He just spams Death Pulse and Ghost Shroud. That's all he can do. One more, he's dead. Yeah, it's like he needed a TP a lot.
Fairly even until about level 5. Once Ritsu gets root on the bear, it should swing slightly towards his favor.
Bottom lane. Charge coming in. Here we go. Talk about the Spirit Breaker impact. Nice bounce on the cask right there. Might not matter in the end, unfortunately. God, that heal bomb. Good positioning from Mumiander. Kind of getting the angle to make sure to get the most damage possible. And secures that kill, so get there first. And so Spirit Breaker, pretty involved. Earth Spirit's also been pretty involved in mid lane. Mason, once again, they're going to dive in. Spirit Breaker is charging in. He's still all the way at the bottom lane, though. He's coming in. He'll be here in a couple of seconds. Mason is surviving, actually. Earth Spirit might actually get close to dying. No, Mason is going to fall, though. Here comes that Spirit Breaker, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do enough. Yeah.
I think this is also just a much better game to go Bear Druid. Lifestealer does gobble the bear up, and it's honestly it's a good heal for Lifestealer too in a bad spot. He just wounds the bear and starts whacking on it, heal a ton. But
caught the should be able to do what they just did. Double damage run on Witch Doctor down here at the bottom lane. Using it to farm up a little bit on the pull. Charge coming in. They're diving Mason once again. It's only 2 charges now, 3 charges. Now that sticky napalm. He's got the Ghost Shroud heal, but again, man, it's like I almost feel bad for him, honestly. What can you do?
This is a bit aggressive to go for Bulba, though. Firefly's going down right now.
No shallow grave, but it doesn't matter there. Now he levels it up as he gets leveled.
Not looking to do too much in the early game here.
Going the greedy build, and against a lone druid, that feels a little questionable to me.
I just don't think Midas on Lifestealer.
You've said that before, yeah. Oh, by the way, they get to kill the middle lane. Batrider, though, in return, here comes Stan King with a slight heal. Is it enough? It looks like it is as the cast. The Infestion Bomb, not enough right there. Game, you know, you got a Spirit Breaker, the LC bombs. The Hand of Midas just means you want to sit back and farm a little bit more, perhaps. MSS, by the way, is going to get a dual victory here and a Reaper Scythe kill coming out, so that's got to feel good.
He's one more napalm.
Oh, he's alive, yeah. Pops us south. He'll be fine. Bottom lane, Mumiander. He has a shallow grave if need be. That comes into play. Here's going to throw the heal bomb. Oh, he doesn't have enough mana now. He has stick charges. It doesn't matter. He actually put out the poison instead.
I think a lot of it's a timing thing. If the Midas was going to come at 7 or 8 minutes, he probably would have gone it, but it wasn't going to get there. And he wanted to make sure he has an armlet done the second MSS gets his blink.
Man, I don't know.
Right now, this is just a disaster.
Yeah.
Just to chip away at towers and really push the early game. But that seems a little too overcommittal.
Oh, lasso initiation. Necrophos, he got the Ghost Shroud off. Now comes a Poison Nova, though, but the Ghost Shroud definitely preventing some damage on Necrophos. Flame Break, pushback. Look at how fast he drops. The bear comes in, even the Death Ward doing plenty of damage. Necrophos going to be dead for 30 seconds. They charge in, though. They take Batrider out. This is a dive. A plentiful dive here by the Dire side. And it is backfiring now. They lose 2. Venomancer does TP out, though. Lone Druid did get the talent. He did get the 175 attack range, so that with the Dragonlance. So, see a little bit more old school here. As far as middle lane goes, Mumiander, shallow grave, okay, gets it off this time. Cast comes out, he's probably going to die after that because a duel, though. Batrider went a little bit too deep. There's that Blink Dagger coming into play as you're talking about, but actually that's an entangle, I believe. Lifestealer's melting right here, he gets stunned up as well, and Lifestealer's going to go down, so that works out pretty well for VGJ.Storm. Flea will survive the Reaper Scythe, he barrel rolls out. This is getting worse and worse for DC. It couldn't even get that much worse. Spirit Breaker, he's not going to be able to charge away. He's going to be staying dead for a good 25 plus seconds. Mason, at least he has that Ghost Shroud, but the Boulder Smash stun flies in. The Poison Nova goes off, and Mason's going to start melting away. He does not have another heal. He does, barely from Dazzle. Oh my god, the heal's just enough to stay alive.
They have a lot of heal on this DC side.
They do.
Trusty attack and Necro and yeah, just tons. But that was a
bad anymore. It's just the bear build became the better choice, I guess, in the big picture. But we got a big fight brewing right here. Witch Doctor, that's a Reaper Scythe kill. Waiting for it. Batrider, Mimo, Lifestealer Gets the open wounds on him, slows him down enough. Buyback, by the way, on a Witch Doctor. Poison Nova goes off. The Magnetize spreading around plenty of damage from Flea as well. Shallow Grave on somebody. That'd be on a Mason right there. He's losing plenty of life. The Shallow Grave wears off, though, and he goes down. Buybacks on both sides as LC now buys back for the Radiant team. But Necrophil staying there for 40, and Dazzle's also going to get picked off. LC comes in with the press the attack, so no, he's not going to get picked off. And now Flea dueled on up. He will end up falling. Dual victory for MSS, but at what cost? He goes down right after the fact. Moomiander's still going to end up falling. Lifestealer is back, but what is he going to do at this point by himself? Not much.
The fight looked so good for DC to start, and then
they got plenty of AoE damage, and they got, obviously, Lone Druid singling people out. Now even has a Maelstrom, or just about finished, but of course is even going to be a little bit more AoE. What is this about Batrider? All right, well, the Infest Bomb finds him. And now Bulba may end up dying for this.
Charge in 2 seconds. One.
Nope. Lone Druid gets the Aegis right there, bud.
Been great. They've been getting at least 1, if not 2 kills every time they're used, but once these forces come online and they're not guaranteed kills, it looks harder. And that's a huge grab.
That's like the best grab, obviously. He cannot press the attack himself. Now the Shallow Grave will save him initially. The auto attack hits, though. Ritsu's auto attack. It went 1.5 miles. He does go down in the end, and Fest Bomb hits him, but of course he had the 8. Going in and out of bear form. Mason running low on mana himself. He does have 15 wand charges. Abed in the front lines. That SNY finish as mentioned. Kills off the bear actually pretty quickly. Flea goes in. Hits a stun up on a Necro. Flame Break pushback. Ghost Shroud is going to be wearing off here. Magnetizes up as well. Batrider jumps in with that Fireflat on top. Moomiander comes up with the Shallow Grave. That's going to delay a little bit. Will it be enough for the long run? They want this kill. The Magnetize ticking. It is enough for damage for that kill. He's dead for 48 seconds. Now, Earth Spirit goes down in return, but that's a tier 3 tower kill. Bulba is also going to get picked off, it looks like. You see the Maelstrom auto attacks. That lightning effect constantly going out. Abed, he's still looking fairly good. He pops a Rage. He comes back in. Armlet Toggle comes out. He takes out Witch Doctor. The Rage is going to be wearing off, though. And as soon as that does, that's when it becomes that much more vulnerable. So he'll fall back. But they got tier 3. I think we're going to see a retreat now from VGJ.Storm.
They broke the base and ended up in an even trade, so they're going to be very happy about that. They actually come out a little ahead if you count MSS dying as part of the fight, but VGJ and defense
coming. Just a matter of when. They're going to be spotted. Bulba charging him. Remember, life dealer inside. They go in alone. Do they love a kill right off the bat? Can they get it? Yes, they can. Ritsu's dead for 50. Lasso on a Necrophil. It's not going to work, though. Witch Doctor's picked up. Batrider, he has to get the hell on out of there. Poison Nova was used in the midst of that, as well as now Magnetize being up, but yeah, this is a lost cause for VGJ.Storm. In fact, open wound secures the kill on a Batrider. It's all about picking off Lone Druid off the bat.
Yeah.
That was a clutch one right there. And now he has a Blade Mill coming along.
You don't need that much dual damage as long as your Lifestealer's staying on curb. And they've got Earth Spirit too.
You can't really blame Flea right there, I guess.
Just outside of the sentry range. That is beautiful.
Oh, Spirit Breaker runs uphill. It's a trap all along. He goes down. MSS Lifestealer pops out. They do pick off Witch Doctor, but now Batrider also getting low in the midst of it. Lifestealer finishes off him. That Rage going to be wearing out buybacks on several heroes. Batrider for the dire side. He got Spirit Breaker for the Radiant. And just like that, the fight will be over.
Committed, though.
Poison Nova there.
Or Poison Nova, yeah. And with Nova down, this looks way less scary for DC just to run at. They lost the fight. Ritsu needs to be in a position where he can pump out damage and not be gone on. That's by far and wide the biggest thing.
Oh, Spirit Breaker's just going YOLO mode right here. The dual setup on a loader. That's why they're going with the Infest Bomb. They get the kill, the Reaper kill. The buyback, though, from LD. He definitely did a buyback right there. He was dead for a long, long time. He ports into the Shrine area. Necrophils pops a Ghost Shroud. Not the most... Okay, never mind. He does have plenty of men to work with here. Buff the heals. He's getting half-life. Feared up. By Lone Druid in the back line. Spirit Breaker charging. Nether Strike on a Batrider. Locking him down. Necrophils. The Shallow Grave comes up as well as the press the attack. And 747 throws out the Venomous Skill. Trying to finish the job. He just simply can't, though. DC dominating this fight. And definitely, for the first time this game, you feel like DC really has a comfortable lead now.
Yeah, they not getting this Glimmer on Stand King done is just crippling them right now. It actually is causing them so many problems.
He's just abusing this Shadow Amulet here. Finally, they have a Sentry, and then there's a dual victory. All right, 5 kills, including the buyback kill. Right there, the dieback for Lone Druid. That, I want to say that's game, but that's going to easily be a set of racks here. I'm surprised they don't go for a little bit more, but
there's not really a lot else they could go for. I guess they could pressure top tier 3, but you don't want to give anything back at this point. It's really hard. And they can't really itemize to save anyone. As I said, they had the glimmer potential, but it needed to come 10 minutes ago. Yep.
Yeah, they're just having to take these risks. That's what happens at this point of the game. Look at Stan King. I don't know what his game plan was, but he says hello to Lifestealer.
I have to imagine they're talking about next game already.
Yeah. I was just about to say, if you're VGJ.Storm, if you figure out where this game went wrong, what it was, and talk it over, going to game 3. Again, they're the ones that are up 1-0, so have that safety net here. It's going to come into play, seems like, at this point. DC trying to really finish the job. Going for the top set of racks now. Easily get the melee racks. 100 still has another 25 seconds before he's up. In fact, Venomancer, he's going to be force-tapped. He gets force-tapped away. The Reaper's Sight just to simply lock him down. Doesn't get the kill, of course. He pops a Poison Nova. Will stay alive as he gets Glimmer Cape by somebody right there. But yeah, GG well played is called. And DC will take game 2, so we're going to a third and final game here in this series.
It all came down to taking fights in woods. There was that fight in the Radiant Bottom Woods where they knew DC was smoked up and their lone